The only legally binding multilateral treaty on anti-corruption is UNCAC, the United Nations Convention Against Corruption. Belize only just became a signatory to the agreement a few years ago and is in the process of implementing various aspects of the accord. Part of that process includes working with civil society organizations across the country.
What this course is doing is strengthening the capacity of civil society to be a strong actor and an integral actor in the implementation of UNCAC.
So you're bringing together various participants. What is the composition of the attendees?
The attendees are from all over the country and they represent civil society. As you know as well, civil society is often considered as the media, the fourth arm of governance. And if we're talking about anti-corruption, then we need to have institutions who has the capacity to track and monitor accountability and transparency in the operations of government. And so the idea here is how we build the capacity of the civil society organizations to so do.
Part of that is also understanding corruption and its effect on achieving developmental objectives. Participating in the seminar is newly elected President Sean Saldano of Citizens Organized for Liberty Through Action, COLA.
COLA has a new mandate, and that is the full empowerment of all citizenry. We're moving away from all this protesting and picketing, and we're looking at this formal way of levering the conversation with mutual respect, dialogue, and diplomacy in our way forward, in the way of strengthening anti-corruption, especially within our country of Belize. I think it is very important that we gather the relevant facts and information, we conduct our research, and we implement solutions that would be more proactive, that would be more efficient, and be more effective in solving our societal challenges.
There, on behalf of the Association of Protected Areas Management Organizations, APAMO, is Aquila Flores. The major takeaways include a push for transparency and accountability.
A couple key points learned here today is to advocate for transparency and accountability. It is important to be transparent with our members, especially the workers who are in the fields, for instance, the rangers and what's not, to be transparent and to hold each other accountable.
In terms of your participation, is there any knowledge sharing between perhaps what you bring to the table from APAMO versus someone like Caleb, for instance, and what he brings from his organization?
Definitely, it is important and really amazing to see the different perspective with regards to corruption and advocating for change. For instance, my being in the field of environment is different than what someone in the music sector faces day to day.
According to Carolyn Trent Sandiford, the idea is to tie UNCAC with the Sustainable Development Goals in order to continue moving forward as a developing country.
We're not just looking at civil society being an actor in the process, but for civil society to appreciate, for example, it is estimated that 10% of our GDP is lost to corruption each year. So if you have a $3.9 or $3.8 billion GDP, you're talking about almost $380 million that has been lost. So it is not just about saving, but then how do we channel that towards our developmental goals? So at here we are also linking the Sustainable Development Goals, for which we have also signed on to. We are linking the Sustainable Growth and Development Strategy, which is our national development goals. What is it saying about where we want to go as a nation? What are the issues and challenges that we are confronted with? And then what is it that we need to do to address those challenges?
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.